Welcome to SEMA Central. I'm Dennis Pitzenberger. We're here at the 2014 SEMA show with John Waraniak. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, Dennis. Glad to be here, buddy.
It is so good to see you. We got the handshake wrong there. That's okay. You know, one of the things I wanted to know first off is, you have a rich racing history and it's so close to your heart. Talk about that for a second.
Oh, God, racing is in my blood. I mean, there's nothing better than smell a two-stroke in the morning. No doubt about it, in a race cast. And that's so cool because basically that's what SEMA is. It grew out of the racing, obviously, as you know that. But the performance and the next generation enthusiasts, they're here as well. And, arguably a V8 may not be as cool as a 4G to the new generation, but they're coming together here at SEMA. The tradition is still alive, but it'll be carried over in new ways, shapes, and forms.
And that's one of the things that you are ahead of the initiative here is really that educational background within, the performance industry. Talk about how important that is to SEMA and this entire industry moving forward.
Well, I mean, technology, it makes and moves markets. And SEMA members have known that. There was an article back in 1971 that said, is this the end of the industry? Didn't know what they're going to do with fuel injection. My God, we've all had carburetors for years. What's this fuel injection going to do to the industry? Well, the SEMA members, the smart ones particularly, find a way. And they adapt and they actually grow from that. And now you look at all the advanced safety systems on board vehicles, and vehicles are like aircraft and computers. They're systems of systems. You've got to know what your products do to that vehicle. And we've got certain programs like the Vehicle Dynamics program to help our members understand what their vehicles, particularly like a lift kit, does to the ESC, Electronic Stability Control System, because our members have to keep that vehicle compliant with safety standards.
Well, I think that's one of the things that's so important, and one of the things that you're so embedded in is how everything works together. It's not just one thing, it's a complex puzzle that you have to make sure and figure out.
Absolutely, and you hit the nail on the head. It's complex. It's basically the complexity, it just keeps going up, but there's ways to find ways through that. The automakers do it. We have access to the same resources and tools and technologies that the automakers do, and we want to engage and bring that benefit to our members to bring that complexity to something that's manageable. We're not going to reduce that complexity, but we can certainly manage it.
Talk about also how important it is, the racing aspect of taking that technology moving forward, because it's, as much as the OEMs are a part of this, it's also, there's a lot of guys like you and I that love to go fast.
Absolutely, yeah. It's basically fast, has as much street credibility as smart. We're repowering America. What you see SEMA in the halls here, these members, these are the innovators. These are the grassroots entrepreneurs that are driving the industry forward from a fast, smart, and cool perspective. And Neil Young said it very well here last year at the keynote. It's basically repowering America. The fastest, smartest, coolest cars, that's what gives the new generation street cred. And I think what you're seeing is kind of what I'll call the old school from SEMA, melding and blending with the new school and the old school coming together, street smarts and book smarts coming together, like Clemson University. That is the next generation of professional engineers, 53 graduates from the SEMA Clemson program going on, already in industry.
And I wanted you to talk about, you were talking about a 6-seat performance car. I mean, that is, these are the things that people want to hear about.
Oh, it's called Deep Orange 5, and Vismeet is actually out, just one of the program managers. And it's if you ask Gen Y or Gen O, basically the next generation, what they want in a vehicle, you'll get some social media integration, but you're also going to get a 6-seat sports car because they want someone in their collection, if you will, that has a cool vehicle that they can stay connected. They want to all get in that vehicle, get to the journey wherever they're going, but they want to do it together and stay connected.
And I also want to talk about how important it is, the Clemson University students, it is such a great way to see people be integrated into this industry, is making sure that these programs are available and how any way that people can be involved to make sure that they can support these programs. It's not just there's the program, it's how you can support the programs.
It's the visionaries of SEMA. The SEMA board got together 2009, 5 years ago, to help work with Clemson and create the partnership to help the students, and it goes both ways. It's the students learning about SEMA in the performance aftermarket, but it's also the SEMA members learning about what does the next generation of engineers think of the performance market. We had a session here last year on the next generation racers, designers, and engineers. There were car women up there, car girls, car guys, racers, engineers, and they pretty much said, what does the picture of the future look like? What is the vision for SEMA 10 years from now?
And that is why it's so important to have guys like you a part of this. If people want to be involved more closely to these programs, if they want to get in contact with you of how to make sure to support these programs, how do they do that, John?
SEMAgarage.com. SEMA Garage, Mike came on board this year. It's been fantastic. Vehicle technology is being integrated with the SEMA Garage. So you can go there, you can click on it, either design it, test it, paint it, photograph it, whatever it may be. The technology sections will be in there. Vehicle dynamics, vehicle emissions, like you see here with the MSD Corvette. You have to keep the vehicle in compliance, so we can help our members do that. So you do get that street cred in the vehicle, have those cool things on the car.
Well, that's what I want to hear about. John, thank you so much for coming up here.
Pleasure, Dennis.
SEMA Central, I appreciate your time. We'll be right back in a little while right here, SEMA Central.